Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet. Damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Oh, hold my beer for Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet. Damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Oh.
Hello, everyone. Thank you all for being here in the Pink House. My name is Pinkie. I am the housewife. And whew, glad for the weekend. Glad for the weekend, guys. We're going to continue with our episode of 50 Cent. 50 Cent is hot ticket. He got a hot ticket going on. He's the man of the hour. He's the man of 2025. He's taking this end of the year by storm. Yes. Before I finish getting into that, let me just go ahead and get the house rules out of the way. Welcome to the Pink House, guys. And please hit that like button. Hitting that like button helps keeps me in the algorithm. Helps YouTube to push my videos out to more people that may like my content. Also, please help hype my video. Hype. That's a new thing that they got. It helps push my videos out to more people by hyping it. So it doesn't cost anything to hype. So hit that like button, hype my video. And then if you haven't, subscribe to the channel, please. Subscribing to the channel is free also. So hit the like button, hype, or whatever you do, and subscribe. And I want to thank you all for doing that for me. All right. Thank you, guys. And don't forget about my second channel, Pink Global. Go over there and show some love over there, too. All right. We're going to go ahead and get on with the matter at hand. Today, we're going to be talking about this, 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 this man here. Yes, 50 cents. 50, 50. 50 cent. 50, 50. Yes. He got it. He got it going on. He got it going on, guys. That's all I got to say. He is, let me see. I wrote something down for me to make sure. Okay. Y'all know 50 Cent have taken Netflix to another level, right? When it comes to the doc series, which is the documentary series of the Wrecking, featuring Diddy Combs. Well, in this right now, he's going by Puff. Puff Daddy or Puffy or whatever you want to call it. Now I got to switch up from saying the Diddler, Diddy, to saying Puff. So it's hard for me to say Puff Daddy, Puff, Puff, Puffy. I'm going to have to put it in part somewhere up in here to say Puffy. I need to put a sticky, make it a sticky note and say Puffy or Puff. Should I do that, guys? Y'all know I got some sticky notes somewhere. See, I got some sticky notes. So we need to write the word puff, puff right here so I can remember to say puff, puff, or puffy. I'm going to put it right here. Okay? I'm going to stick it right up here because I don't want to forget. The man calls himself what now? Puff, Puffy, Puffy Daddy, Puffy Daddy. So I'm going to stick it right here so I can remember. Puffy Daddy, Puffy, Daddy Puff, Puff, whatever. But anyway, he's the Diddler still. He's the same Sean Combs that he was when he was growing up, working for Andre Harrell till he got locked up in jail. September the 16th, 2024, when he got locked up. That was on that Monday. He's still the same person, haven't changed. Even in prison, while he was at the trial, he was saying, "Oh, telling the judge during sentencing date, I'm going to change. I'm going to change. I'm going to do this better." I haven't seen no change. Matter of fact, he got allegedly more time, and he had messed up big. 50, y'all. Let's give 50 a round of applause. Okay, we're going to go ahead. Give 50. Yeah, let's give it to him. Okay, guys. All right. But yeah, 50 got it going on. Oh, what's the name? Was one more thing I wanted to what is that? Jonathan Oddie. Guys, y'all remember Jonathan Oddie? The Oddie guy. He was in jail. He was the one that was spilling all the beans to the detective that was when he got released from the hospital because he went up in the Orange Head Man's hotel and with a big flag that he took from out front and draped a huge giant flag, draped it all over the counter, the service desk, and then pow up the place. Had the police chasing him all up and down, all up the stairs and everything. Well, he's still in jail. Okay. We may get a chance to see his video. Okay, I got him written down. Okay, I just want to make sure I got his name on my list because y'all know I got that interrogation. We saw it long time ago when I think doing all the trial stuff, or maybe before the trial, or one of them. I may have to pull it back out and let us see it again. All right, but we got a lot of stuff we're going to work on today. Um, right here, 50 Cent, 50. Episode number 2 is what we are starting today. Episode number 2. We did one yesterday. This is The Reckoning of Sean Combs, a Netflix documentary series. It's 4 parts to this, not just one. It's 4 whole parts. I had to put 50. I had to put him there, and it's looking good right there. And Sean there trying to figure out what he's gonna do. I messed up on that poster. Look, how did I mess up? How did I mess up? Man, how do you boom up your life like this? Is that because that's who you are? That's who you are. I'm just saying. Oh no, I'm just a housewife. I'm not a psychologist or psychiatrist or medical field or nobody. I'm just a housewife. Okay. But that's what's going on. Let me see who all I got out here in my chat today. N Hepper, thank you for being here, N Hepper. Thank you. Oh, you say the police. Is that the police sirens? Police sirens are coming. Oh, hi, sweet T. Thank you for being here, T. Make sure you eat well. Get you some food because I know you just got off. Look, I'm like number 5. Okay, thank you. Please hit the like button coming in. T said hit that like button, guys. Love your blue Pinkie. Thank you. It's just Pinkie just trying to be comfortable because when I get through here what I'm doing, my daughter getting ready to work on my hair. Woo, Lord, I'm getting ready to get my hair done. Oh yes. Oh yes. So hi Carlton. Thank you for coming back again. Carlton say hello to everybody. Thank you for coming back again. Oh my God, I tell you. Is that Sesame Bunny up on the Carlton? Yes. I love the blue Pinkie. Thank you. Thank you for loving the blue tea. That's sweet tea, guys. Oh, that's sweet tea saying hi, Carlton. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started because we got docs. We got everything today. Remember, I said I was going to pull up the docs for Jody Dickinson Neal. She sued Puffy, Sean Combs. See, Puff Daddy. She sued Puff. She sued Puff because of the allegations of what he did to her. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna look over those docs. We're gonna that's that lawsuit we're gonna look over. And then we're gonna let me just y'all know I love to show a quick tape right quick. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna pause it first. Let me get started. We're gonna get started because I got to get out of here too because y'all know why? I got to be on time. Okay, here we go. They always be. He's sitting there. He's sitting in a business suit. He ain't coming in there with those satin pins, flowy all over the place, satin shirts, and 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 all his pink and all this his stuff and Louis and this and that and Gucci. He know he can wear all that stuff. He probably got tons of it. I don't know about the satin stuff because 50. He's a man. He's a real man. He don't play that bumping in the back. So he ain't walking around like them. Okay. He gonna come like a businessman. He come up in there like a businessman. Okay, here we go. Oh, let me undo this.
Yes, I did an interview with a news channel earlier. And no, it wasn't some random outlet. I specifically picked one that can be watched inside prison. That move was intentional, very intentional. It wasn't a last minute idea, and it definitely wasn't for attention. I only wanted one thing to make sure he sees the consequences with his own eyes. I know exactly what he cares about right now. Not what the public thinks of him, but whether he still has any chance of a comeback. That's why I sat in front of that camera. I didn't attack him. I didn't yell. I just laid out the facts. Once that interview airs, it's going to get clipped, replayed, and talked about everywhere. And the result is simple. Every legal step he takes from now on will be watched more closely. Any attempt to rebuild his career after his release, almost impossible. And more people will realize that speaking up is actually safe. Even if he does walk out one day, he won't be greeted with applause. He'll be met with consequences and accountability. Choosing that channel was my way of making sure he can't avoid it and he can't pretend he didn't see it. I'm not trying to take revenge on him. I'm making it clear that this story isn't going away. He doesn't get to flip the page this time. Yes, I did an interview with a news channel.
How do y'all like that? Let me hear from you guys. I want y'all opinion. How do you like that? What 50 said? I love it. I think that was a smart move, what he did. He's gonna make sure, not just him, but everybody in the prison house. Is that a prison house? In the prison jail can see it. Or whether you're in jail or you're in prison or whatever, you can see it. And make sure he see himself live. And you know what? I hate to say it. A narcissist love to see themselves front and center. It's always about them. They love the grandiosity of things, you know. But I want to know your opinion. Put it down in the chat. What do you think? How do you feel about what 50 said? I think it was a smart move, a business move. He was playing chess, not checkers. 50 said, he ain't like me. They ain't like him. Yes. Ah, that was good, 50. I think that was a great move. I really, really think so. Let me just do one thing. Okay. Let me mute this so it don't pop back up. Guys. I try to keep track of everything. Okay. Now. Okay, that was good. Now, Let me see. There is a video I do want you all to see, because we will be getting into the court docs. I'm just trying to give everybody else a time to get in here. Let me see. Trying to give everybody time to get in here because we will be going over those court docs. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. You will see those because the first on in episode 1, the first the victim, Jody Dickerson Neal, that's her name, Jody Dickerson Neal. She spoke out about the alleged allegations of Sean Diddy Combs, Puffy, Puff Daddy, or Puff at the time he was called, uh, attacked S.A. R.A.P.E. her, great, like a great, yeah. Her. I think 50 was being real and straight to the point. Oh, yes, he was. Ooh, that man, 50 had it. He was being real and straight to the point. 50 said he ain't got time to clown with y'all. Oh, no, he don't. He don't. Okay. Let me just show you all one thing before we get started. You can see that. We're going to go over. Is that the first one or the second one? Okay, that is the first page. So we're going to go over these in a little bit, and you can see that's Jody Dickerson Neal right there versus or against Sean Combs, aka P Diddy, P Diddy. Let me get that straight. P Diddy, Bad Boy Entertainment, AB. Bad Boy Records, Combs Enterprise LLC. Surprised they ain't got all his names there. Well, he's not called the Diddler. That's just a made up name. Okay. But anyway, we're going to go over that. But before we do that, we're going to go ahead and get into some of these other things. I do want you all to listen to this. This was talked about and played. This is from the Breakfast Club. From the Breakfast Club. So I'm going to play this and let y'all listen to it. This is Misa Hylton speaks up after Erick. Erick was in the documentary. He was in it. Part 1, part 2, he was in it. Okay. But she speaks up after Erick speaks, after he gave his account and everything. So we're going to listen to it. Okay. Let me just take it back because I did watch a little of it. Y'all have to remember, Pinkie gonna watch. So let me. I'm gonna have to put up a thumbnail, not thumbnail, something over the front of it, so it don't show. Okay, here we go. I want you all to listen to this. Okay. Oh, let me bring it up. Guys, I'm sorry. Y'all see that? So you can see. So we're going to listen to this, okay? I'm trying to find one that will cover half of it, most of it. Let me go in here. I'm going to go ahead and start it, let it start playing. Wait, give me a second. Let me just find one that's not too big and not too little that'll give some coverage to this thing. Let me go in here to the Diddy. The Diddy. Oh, that's Jonathan Gotti. Let me pull this so y'all can remember who he is. Let me just show y'all something. This is Jonathan Oddie. This is the recording I told you all I want us to listen to today. Okay? He is. Yes, I want us to listen to that today. Yes, I do. Yes. That man, he was speaking on this also before everybody started speaking on it. And then, oh Lord, don't, y'all. I'm just going back in my files, and because I got the oh Lord, I have forgotten all about him. Let me just show you who I'm talking about. Oh, let me just take this down. Let me just take this down, and let me take Diddy down right quick. I forgot all about him. Cordell Smith. He's still in jail. He's still in jail. But he won a huge sum of money. This is his lawsuit right here. I think this is it. Cordell. Derek Lee Cordell Smith. That's him. This is when he sued Puffy too. Sean Diddy Combs. Because he got Sean Diddy, he got Sean Combs, Sean Puffy, Diddy, Daddy Combs, aka Sean P. He got them all down there. Yes. He sued them too. I need to bring up his files too. Yeah, guys, I need to bring his up. Ooh, we can't do them all in one day, but I got all of his sitting here. Ooh, well, let me just pull them up here just in case if I can do them. I don't know, but we're going to pull them up here just in case. Let me just put them in here just in case. Let me see. Oh, yes. Yes, yes. Oh, yes. I'm trying to make sure yes, I got them all, guys. Yeah, what I'm gonna try to do is bring them all in. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got to count and see where I'm at. What page I'm on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I'm gonna just pull those in just in case if we can get to it. They're already here. And then if we can't get to it, I'll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Then I have them ready for the next time. And I also, oh Lord, I didn't even. What's her name? I'm gonna tell you all. Oh yeah, I got them all. I didn't intend to bring this one up. I'm just in there looking for something else, and I happen to see his. And it's like, oh my God, I see everything. Let me see. Okay, okay. I'm just looking. Okay, guys. Oh, and I got the docs for somebody else too. Let me see who these is. I think it's Crystal McKinney. Oh my God. I got the docs for everybody. Yes, I do. And then even meant to have all these different docs, but I got them. You know how you forget you have something? You have them for so long and you forget you have them. That's what happened here. I had these for a while, and I forgot I had them. That's that's what happened. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and listen to uh, the Breakfast Club. It says Misa Hylton, which is baby mama, one of the kids' baby mama. Listen to this.
cool, babe. What we got?
Yes. So I know we had Erick Sermon on the show this morning talking about the story that he told in the Diddy doc. Now that story, and I have a clip of it here, him speaking on Misa. Let's take a listen to the story he told.
I thought it was a genuine friendship until I see that this game is being played.
Now, guys, this is Erick. This is Erick speaking. Okay? Erick was in the documentary. Okay? He was in the docuseries. And you saw him throughout the series, all episodes 1 through 4. You saw him throughout the series of it. And so what he's doing, he's speaking. I guess Misa is going to speak out, which is one of Sean Combs' baby mamas. Okay, she's supposed to speak out. I don't know. I didn't get that far into it. I did listen to some of it, so it's a great time for me to listen to all of it alongside you all. So here we go.
You got an agenda. Misa, he was trying to court her after we broke up.
Sean wants her because Erick was that dude. It was about, I got her, I won her over from him.
He had to have the girl. And Sean has a way about when he gets you, he got you. And now you become property.
Me and Misa were just friends, but he wanted to make sure that there was no calling and me being friends with that girl.
Sean's jealousy, it got to the point where he put his hands on her. Right outside of Uptown Records. They're fighting in the street, and he's beating her into the car well. She's on the ground. And people are pulling him off of her and separating her. A year or two later, they're still together, and Justin is born.
Now, those are two voices. So the story about Misa and Diddy taking Misa from someone because he wanted the girl, but they were friends, that's Erick Sermon. The other allegations about the domestic violence is Kirk Burrows, who was one of the creators with Diddy of Bad Boy.
And he said Diddy touched his butt. Allegedly.
I spoke to Misa, who also, heard the interview as well. And she gave me a statement that she wanted me to read on air. She says, I do not have anything to say except I didn't deserve any of this. And this documentary has caused a negative impact on my life. Puffy and I ended our relationship in the 90s and I never looked back. Outside of co-parenting and issues that affected my son or my creative contribution, I don't speak on Puffy. Also, for Erick to encourage, she's talking about Erick Sermon, to encourage a false and forced narrative that Puff wanted me because of him is not only a lie, but delusional. He didn't know me from Erick. Puff and I are both from Mount Vernon. She's speaking to Erick, tell him to keep my name out of his mouth before he opens up a can of worms. It's sad that a legendary producer and artist is now speaking on another man's life in a doc that has included false statements that are damaging to me and my son.
Damn.
Yeah, so I know he said he...
Wait now. Oh, he opens up a can of worms. I wonder what that can of worms is. I would love to know. Keep talking, Erick, and open them up. So, because she must be pressed to keep things hidden away in secret because of the diddler, okay? But she said, keep talking if you want to open up a can of worms. I want to see that can of worms. I want to know. Oh, okay. Do you all want to know? If you want to know what that can of worms what that can of worms is, put it in the chat. Let me know. You want to know. Say, I want to know. Oh, my Lord, I want to know.
He was trying to give her some time to cool down, but I think he just need to keep on.
What's up with Diddy wanting to date everybody's girl, though? It's like he was looking to collect DNA in whatever way he could. You know what I'm saying?
Misa's saying she's not a part of that conversation, but I know I saw 50 Cent yesterday on the Sherry Shepherd's show, and he said that he actually left out video of a story about one of Diddy's daughter's mom, Chance's mom, who was dating Tupac before Diddy. Let's take a listen to 50 Cent.
Now, because this is a lot of the personal footage of Diddy. It shocked a lot of people. And I know, 50, the way you run, this cannot be all that you have. Is there other stuff that you just have not shown?
Yeah, well, everything couldn't make it was 4 episodes.
Right.
So it was a lot. You had to pick and choose things. Like even in an area where he chooses to date people who he knows previously dated someone. He has a baby by a woman that was dating Tupac.
Wow.
To add to it. But we had to cut it down so we could.
For time. So you coming out, I know next year is going to be a number 2. Season 2?
Just put it on YouTube.
I just put it on YouTube.
Yes.
I knew that story.
Yeah, I mean, but a lot of, like we talked about this before, a lot of the stories.
What you say? You want to know too? I want to know. I want to know too. Sweet T said she want to know. If y'all want to know, put it in the chat. If I have to, if he got anything else out there talking, I'm gonna look for it. I got to go find it. because he may have gave a went on a tour date too. He may, because 50 Cent is doing his tour. It's a tour interview tour that he's doing, popping his big chest in there in his suits, just as calm and talking about this. Yes, 50 Cent can do his tour. Erick, go do a tour, a video tour, not a video tour, interview tour, where you go tell those can of worms that Misa don't want you to tell, because we want to know. I want to know, because I know there's a lot of people out there that's nosy and want to know. If y'all are nosy and want to know, put it, I want to know. I want to know.
In the doc, I think 50 Cent just platformed it where people are now paying attention.
It's just such weirdo behavior to just want to date, you know what I'm saying, all these other guys' women. It's like Diddy was just out here looking to collect other men's DNA. It's almost like, let me look into this vagina and see if he left anything in here. Like,
that is nasty.
It's nastier than him actually collecting semen. We saw the doc. Allegedly.
Yeah, when you put it that way, Charlamagne, that's a heck of a headline. I mean, yeah, it is crazy. Well, moving on from DNA and other men's semen, heading on over to the West Coast, since we're talking about Tupac. The Game sat down with Shannon Sharpe on Club Shay Shay, and he says that he's the best rapper on the West Coast and out of Compton. Let's take a listen.
You still the best rapper from Compton?
I'm definitely the best rapper from Compton.
Definitely?
Definitely.
Who's the best rapper on the West Coast today?
Game.
Damn, that was quick.
Yeah, it ain't. Yeah, that's it.
Ain't nobody getting at you?
Can't nobody out rap me, man. And anybody that knows will know. Because people can't, even if you are, like, no one can do what I can do. Like, no one has my skill set. Because not only do I have the ability to rap circles around people, I'm also with all the bullshit too, if it came down to that. So it's like, I'm the best rapper in this town.
Damn, Game, I mean, the OG, man, there's some OGs, some heavyweights. I mean, Cube, Snoop.
I love Cube, but Cube can't out rap me. I love Cube. And by the way, the reason that Cube can't out rap me is because I use Cube's legacy to help me sharpen. I use Snoop's legacy to help me sharpen myself.
First of all, how else is he supposed to feel
about
his lyrical abilities? Second of all, Game is a rapping ass rapper. And I don't care what era he's in, Game would be competitive and be one of those ones. I ain't talking about popularity. I'm not talking about record sales. I'm not talking about who's hot. I'm just talking about straight lyrical ability. Yes, Game can talk that talk. Absolutely. And have you heard the new Gangsta Grills? Every movie needs a trailer?
I haven't heard that yet.
Oh my God. Dropping the clues bombs for DJ Drama and Game. Drama and Game got busy on this.
I haven't heard that yet, but I think where people get Game messed up is because he speaks on so many other things and is in the news and all these things for things outside of just his bars.
Oh Lord, I ain't got time to worry about Game. Game ain't talking no game here. So that was the Breakfast Club. Credit goes out to the Breakfast Club for getting that about Misa telling Erick he need to keep her name out of his mouth. Ooh, or he gonna open up a can of worms. Okay. I guess he heard that. If he haven't heard it, you better go over to the Breakfast Club and listen to that. Okay, Erick. Because I guess somebody's talking smack. Woo! Somebody is talking smack. Woo! These people are. They just got me falling all over. They just got me falling all over. I'm telling you. This second episode in the reckoning of Sean Diddy, I mean, it just got me. And the comebacks on this, the people comebacks on it. Let's go ahead and look at something. There's something I definitely wanted you all to see too. When I say definitely, it was a definitely must see, a must see. Let me see, can I pull it up for you? When I say a must see, I mean a must see. I ain't talking about, well, I think I want to see. No, yeah, y'all want to see. Okay, let me get it out for you. Let me just say this. Marlon Wayne, he been trending all over social media. Him being in that bathtub. Y'all know that. Y'all remember the bathtub scene, right? Let me see. Y'all remember that bathtub scene? You can't say you don't remember. Let me pull up that bathtub scene. Everybody is clowning this. You know, I love Marlon Williams. Yes, I do. I watched him when I was a kid on TV. No, I wasn't. No, a kid running around the house because you had no other choice because you didn't get that many stations. I mean, you know what I mean. Not everybody had TV like that. You know what I mean? You didn't have these big TVs like you got now. Okay, look at him right there. Everybody clowning, especially him with the little rainbow umbrella. And my thing is, they talking about the bathtub, but what I keep focusing every time I look at this picture, my eyes go straight to those shoelaces, the puffy shoelaces. Now, can't nobody tell me this wasn't with P. Diddy. Somebody, I think he just smirking all over. When I say smirking, you know how people got smiles for P. Diddy, even while he's in jail. And I think Marlon Williams, although whenever he did this picture, these pictures and stuff, he had to be thinking about Puff, or somebody had to tell him. Puff made it, probably told, man, make sure you add me in there some kind of way in this this photo. I want to be added in this photo. So he had to go think. Somebody had to think up hard. That's a very creative person. Whoever thought of this thing about putting the shoelaces as puffy shoelaces. Puff, look at. Down in history. I need to make a video on this one. The Puff Daddy sneakers. I would not wear those sneakers. No. I don't. They're not for me. They're not for me. They're not for me. Oh, we already heard Ray J. We ain't thinking about what Ray J. Ray J is clowning right now. Ray J is just clowning. But and then there's another person, Ja Rule. Ja Rule, he's another one like Marlon Williams. And I love Marlon Williams, but I can't say I don't know Ja Rule. So I just know his music, and I like his music. But when I found out that him and the Diddler, because Gene talked about the Diddler and Ja Rule was in a hotel room together. I don't know that. Everybody heard that story. They was in a room together, hotel room together. When his cousin came knocking on the door, and, you don't want to go up in that room. They came out in towels, both of them. Talking about some freaky stuff going on up in there. Yes, it was. Yes, it was freaky going on up in there. I ain't got nothing to say. But this is what I want y'all to see. Y'all better sit down. Everybody take your seat because you're gonna have to see this. This cracked me up. Watch it. This is when you're in the club with 50 Cent, but you're over 50 Cent. He's sitting down, but you're over him. Okay, this is like 7 p.m. They say 7 p.m. This is so crazy. Him and Sheriff Shepherd. This is so crazy. Watch it, guys. And I'm not gonna play the music because I don't want to get a strike on it because that's 50 music. Oh gosh, let me just.
Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my sight. Go, show.
Somebody get me. They're gonna make me take that down. But gosh, I had to play it. I just had to play that. I just had to do it. Y'all gonna they're gonna say, Pinkie, take that down, take that down. Oh yes, I know I'm gonna have to take it down, but wasn't that funny? Tell me that wasn't funny. I saw that yesterday and I said, now, when I saw that yesterday, I almost killed myself. I did. I was all over the floor, rolling on the floor. Rolling on the floor. Ooh.
Hey Puff, you watched that Netflix documentary? Cause bro, they had you looking like the final boss at Bad Boy Records.
Man, don't start. Even my smart television unplugged itself during that.
Be honest, Puff, how many times you paused it like, dang, did I actually do that?
Pause? Huh? I hit rewind, fast forward, prayed over it. Netflix traumatized me. I think I need therapy after that documentary.
Boy, your therapist gonna need therapy listening to you.
After the doc, I looked in the mirror. My reflection ducked like, Ayo, chill.
Even your reflection is like no Diddy.
Got a question?
Oh my God, that's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, you're right, Teresa. That is crazy. Oh my God. I told you all. I told you all. Didn't I tell you? I told you guys. I know I want to show this one here, but it was something I wanted to show you all. Oh, well, I can go back and show it again right quick. Okay? Let me bring it up. Okay? Keefy D getting that Diddy for allegedly not paying up for the Tupac hit. Ooh, Lord. But we're going to watch it. We're getting ready to watch this, guys.
Is Gene Deal complaining about you? I'm complaining about you. You ain't.
Wait, what do you say? Gene Deal is complaining about you. He's complaining about you. Everybody's complaining about Puff. Puff. Let me,
Dude, is Gene Deal complaining about you? I'm complaining about you. You ain't. I heard one of my homies from 30s. I heard he get every quarter he gets clothes, all this shit. Then you gave this other dude a brand new Benzo or Maybach, another piece of the record company. God damn, homie. I was on top of the world till I met your motherfucker ass, dude. Shit is wrong, dude. Come on, homie. I need something. Throw a dog a bone or something. Sit up there talking about you, Daddy Love. Show us some love. Mr. Love, I'll be watching you, dude. Damn, you ain't said shit or keep your heel, nothing. You walk around me like I'm some shit on the grass or something. God damn, dog. You can get in contact with me, man. There's ways around that shit, dude. What the man, you know what I'm saying? There's ways around that, homie. Throw my kids something. Throw somebody kids something. God damn. Daddy Love, you ain't no.
What he said? You ain't no Daddy Love. Oh, my kids something. Throw me something. Lord. Y'all hear that? See there? Everybody been. Okay, let me let y'all see this. I know 50 Cent tells all about his shocking Diddy doc and the footage. He couldn't wait to show everyone, even you. USmagazine.com. Phoenix 51 show. You. I just enjoy myself. This live is so much fun. Oh my Lord. Is this one of them I want to show? Is this it? No. Let me see. Oh, here it is. Oh, yeah. Y'all ready? Oh, y'all ready? Okay. He got so much stuff on Sean. I can't wait till he bring out the next part the next part of the reckoning, the continuation. Okay. Ooh, Lord. Ooh, and I hope Gene Deal is in there, and I hope Gene Deal is in there, and some of the other people that we did miss out on, because I was wondering about, you know, we got to try to find. I need to try to find. I got to look up. I need to try to find about Wolf. You know, Anthony Jones, his former bodyguard, but also he was a good friend of the Dippler. And I really want to know why Usher, when he finally, because they weren't going to let Usher mess with, you know who, that little young kid, that Diddy, Bieber, right? Justin Bieber. Until Usher finally wore them down and got custody over him. And then he granted the Dippler 48 hours. What you gonna give that man 48 hours of a teenager, a kid for? When after, because allegedly it was after your booty got towed up and you ended up in the hospital. So why would you give him a kid? I guess you want to be more than just famous, but you want to be worldwide now. You want to be worldwide, all down in places, all up in the mountains, all up in the caves and everything. You want to be worldwide, all up where the aliens go. When aliens fly into the atmosphere, you want to be known by them too. They already know you. Probably already been looking for you anyway, so they can zoom you up. Then they'll zoom you back down. Okay? But anyway, Ja Rule. We already spoke on him. I don't know why he's all upset every time 50 got something to say about the Dippler. He gets his panties all in a twist. I don't know why these men are so pressed to protect another grown man. He needs to be worrying about himself. But I think the reason Ja Rule is coming after 50 to keep himself relevant. You know what I mean? Some people have to do that. Is that why you're doing it, Marlon? Or are you doing it because you and Diddy are like that? Because Ja Rule and him allegedly is like that. I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying what I heard. Now, my finger just got a crook in it. That's all. My finger just got a crook in it. Okay, let's listen to this.
Jesus walking on water. You know what I'm saying? Or Jesus having a breakthrough. You know what I'm saying? Because I can only compare myself to the Son of God. You feel me? Witnessing Jesus walking on water. You know what I'm saying? Or Jesus having a breakthrough. You know what I'm saying? Because I can only compare myself to the Son of God. You feel me? Witnessing Jesus.
Y'all see, I can't. I'm having problems with this one here. I'm having problems with this. He says, y'all witnessing Jesus walking on water. You know what I'm saying? He can only compare. Let him say it for you.
Walking on water. You know what I'm saying? Or Jesus having a breakthrough. You know what I'm saying? Because I can only compare myself to the Son of God. You feel me? Witnessing.
That's why his head is so blowed up so big. That's why he can walk around with a beach ball head. Not saying he got a beach ball head, but when a person just So he think he's Jesus. I know a lot of the pastors and the cult members, but somebody did call it a cult. I swear I'm not lying. I did hear that in this video. Unless I misunderstood. I swear, but I could be wrong. But if anybody else watched this, that 50 Cent documentary on Diddy, did y'all hear the word cult in there? I could have sworn I heard that word. Maybe I could be wrong. Okay, if it's not, sorry about that. It's been allegedly. Let me say it that way. But I could have sworn I heard it, but allegedly. And I'm covered under the Copyright Act, okay? Fair use, for educational and entertainment purpose. And this is both. Because this is hard. All right. But this man here, he said, y'all witness Jesus walking on water. You know what I mean? No, you know what I'm saying. Oh my God. See, y'all see, that's why I have to show y'all this stuff. That's why I have to show y'all this stuff. Because you're not going to believe me when I show you. You're not going to believe it when I show you this stuff.
The Puffy documentary, executive produced by 50 Cent. Initially, my thoughts on the documentary was very well put together. Being a fan of documentaries, it was done with quality. The OG was in it. Shout out to Bill Band, Pac's oldest living cousin. William Lassane is featured in it. First 2 episodes, I believe. And he did a great job giving some insight on Tupac, Biggie, and Puffy's dynamic early in Pac and Big's friendship. Some of the seeds that was planted that may have led to some ill feelings from Puffy towards Tupac. Might have been some jealousy about Tupac and Biggie's growing friendship and how interested and invested at the time Tupac was in Biggie's career and Biggie's progression. Having been a witness to it myself, I know absolutely, unequivocally, without a doubt, Tupac wanted to see Biggie win. He actually went out of his way early in Big's career. We definitely was playing the demo. Like I said, the early recordings of Ready to Die, Big had let Pac have some of those records, and we was bumping all of those classic records, you know what I'm saying? From Gimme the Loot to One More Chance, the early version of One More Chance. Even some records that didn't eventually make the album, we were able to hear, and we all were rooting for Big. I thought the Puffy documentary.
Okay, guys. Whew. Oh, my Lord. Okay. There is one thing I do want to show you all this before yo, I said I wasn't going to talk about Ja Rule no more. Tell if that Ja Rule and his first mama started following each other on IG an hour ago. Prepare for the worst. Jay-Z, Ja Rule, Rock Nation, Desire, Desiree Perez, or out to get him out the paint. Or out to get him out the paint. What is out the paint? Hashtag alert. I'm trying to figure out what, I don't know, but anyway. I don't know. I don't understand I don't understand what I don't understand what
maybe you haven't been hunted in that way, but it is hunt a black man with money season out there. Trust me on that. It's best to be broke or else you're a target. So I think I'm in the best position right now because if you sue me, you ain't getting a motherfucking thing because I ain't got it.
Quick question. Since we're talking,
Maybe you haven't been hunted in that way, but it is hunt a black man with money season out there. Trust me on that. It's best to be broke or else you're a target.
What do you say? Best to be broke or you're a target? If you're not doing, and I like him, I really do, I do. But if you're not doing all this crooked stuff, being a straight out demon, crooked, stealing, and all this sort of stuff, and essaying people and raping people and just doing all this stuff, at your age, you should be at home with your grandkids or your kids or grandkids, and your wife, or your fiance, or your girlfriend, or if you're single, just enjoy, kick back and enjoy yourself. Go sit up in your movie theater. I'm quite sure all celebrities got a movie theater. I got one. So if y'all don't have one, that means y'all didn't do something right. Ooh, go sit up in the movie theater in your house, or go play basketball on your court. Ooh, you may not have that either. Oops. Okay. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm not gonna tell you I got one, but I do. If you stop doing all this crooked stuff and go be with your family, or go sit yourself down somewhere, learn to play chess instead of checkers. Go get you a tutor and say, can you teach me how to play chess? Or go to the internet and Google how to play chess or something. Or if you like to cook with your wife. Cook for your wife. Cook for your kids. Find something to do. Become a gardener. Fly and go out of town and enjoy your fabulous life. You ain't got to be around taking people's royalties and record putting them in record deals that they can't ever get out of, and telling them to get down on their knees and slap them all on the butt. You ain't got to do that. That's only in your head if that's what you do. Just be a straight up daddy, straight up man. And if you don't want to be a man, you want to be swinging off the trees both ways, you can do that too. But when you do that with somebody that want to do that with you. That's not intoxicated. Somebody that's not high. Somebody that's straight in their head. Okay? That's it. And of age. Got to be of age. We ain't talking about these people under 21. We ain't talking about these people 21 and under. Okay? We ain't talking about them. Even 21 is too young. We ain't talking about them. We talking about grown folks. Matter of fact, find somebody 30. That way you know for good they grown. Find somebody 30 on up. Then you know they grown. You ain't got to worry about nobody, because you know that person 30 on up is grown. Matter of fact, at your age, at y'all grown men age like Puffy and stuff, you need to go find somebody 45, 40 on up. And y'all need to stop carrying all this stuff around, putting stuff in people's drinks. Yeah, stop putting stuff in people's drinks. Leave that stuff. If you want something in somebody's drink, put it in your own drink. You do your own drink if that's how you feel. But you shouldn't be putting it in. Matter of fact, you shouldn't have it in the first place. If you want to see somebody pass out, put it in your drink and pass yourself out. But don't be putting that mess in people's drink, making them incapacitated. Well, they don't know right from, they don't know whether they got the right arm up or the left arm up. They don't know where they at. They wake up and they still in the same clothes they had on a couple days ago. Stay home. Stay home. Y'all need to stop it. All these grown men, y'all need to stop it. And even grown women. Because Mary J. Blige ain't innocent either. Y'all need to stop it. He is where he is at today in lockup. Because and everybody talking about he didn't drink, he didn't smoke, he didn't do this, he didn't do alcohol, he didn't do nothing. Because he's too busy giving it to everybody else. You never thought about that? He's too busy giving it to everybody else. But yeah, now we got a crackhead on us. And an alcoholic on us. I'm not calling him a crackhead. I'm not calling him an alcoholic. But somebody said it, and I'm just repeating it. Allegedly. Need to stop all that stuff. Stop clowning people. Because Johnny Theotti, he been trying to tell him for the longest. Nobody will listen to this man. I need to bring that video up and let y'all listen to it. But before I do that, I want to give one last shout out to my guy 50 Cent before we start our docs. But I really want to do that Johnny Theotti video. That's what I really want to do. Johnny Theotti. Ooh, my Lord. I'm trying to debate Johnny Theotti. He wasn't playing with him. Well, he was locked up. So how you going to play with somebody? But he had on the hospital gown and trying to tell that foolish person that was interrogating him. This is with MS Now. Okay. Credit goes out to them. The beat with Ari, Melber. Y'all know Ari. He does this hip hop thing, and that's so he got 50 Cent up here today. Oh, I love Ari. I do. Okay, here you go, guys. It's not long. 18 minutes, 37 seconds, but y'all gonna love every minute of it.
Netflix making news this week with a new documentary featuring never-before-seen video of Sean Diddy Combs in moments that he clearly viewed as secret, including a high-stakes call with his lawyer just days before his now infamous arrest, plus Diddy reacting in real time as new lawsuits dropped against him. Combs has publicly objected that he says the videos were, quote, stolen.
I don't want to have a life to be able to live. You know, it's really going to be hard for me to take more hits than I take it. God forbid, get in front of a jury and have a chance. And so I'm having this emergency call because something has to give. I've listened. I've been a superb client, as you said. I jumped on the plane. I'm coming to New York, but I'm just running around waiting for a shoe to drop.
These new videos contribute to a critical portrait of Diddy in the documentary, which we can report tonight has now jumped to #1 for Netflix shows in the U.S. since debuting this week. Sean Combs' The Reckoning tackles Diddy's entire life, including previous legal controversies, the recent trial, which saw him acquitted on the most serious charges, including RICO, but convicted for prostitution crimes that landed him in prison for about 2 more years. Diddy's team is also rebutting this project as a, quote, shameful hit piece. They note the obtained footage was not authorized for release. Netflix says they legally obtained the videos. In addition, tonight, another dynamic here is that another famous rapper is, of course, behind this film, 50 Cent, who has long publicly clashed with Diddy and has recently expanded into a wide range of film and TV projects. He has plenty to say about Combs' record. The rapper, actor, and producer joins me now. He's sold over 30 million albums, won all kinds of awards and accolades along the way, and is now a successful film and TV producer. And we're also joined by his colleague on the project, Alexandria Stapleton, an Emmy-winning showrunner and director of this series. Welcome to both of you.
Oh, man, thanks for having me.
Always great to have a 50-day.
Yeah, it's always going to be good. Great for ratings.
There we go. It's an important project, clearly. The question for both of you, 50 first, why this project, why now?
Well, we waited until after the results of the trial to release the project, but I started like almost 5 months before I was able to find Alex, and finding an Emmy Award-winning showrunner and director detrimental to the project being really well put together. So, you know, they should expect it to perform like Reggie Jackson's did.
Thank you. Yeah, I think why it's coming out now is we wanted to wait, you know, to get through all of the legal proceedings, the criminal trial, and it's you know, four parts, and it spans over 30 years of, you know, pop culture, his life. So it took some time, to say the least, to put all of this together.
It's an important story, and you could just tell it with all the public material. You go further, you've gotten your hands on some extra new material people are going to see for the first time, including this video. Any journalist would want to know how you got it, but it is Sean Diddy Combs in the heat of this, right before the arrest for the trial we just discussed, in private moments, talking to his lawyer, cameras running. Let's take a look.
It's the middle of September and there's still no indictment.
No, then you have to have a spokesman. You have to have some sort of comms to constantly be pushing that, Mark. Because you may just be the person that just does. You just may watch CNN. So you at the wrong place looking to see what the people with the possible jurors are thinking. It could be somebody that has dealt in the dirtiest of dirty business of media and propaganda.
50, how'd you get it, and what does that scene show?
Well, I mean, you know, you're a journalist, Avi. Avi, you would not disclose your sources.
We usually don't.
Yeah, but I got it. Yeah.
What he said.
and what do you think it conveys? Because we see someone trying to pull the strings and talking about, he would say affecting, others would say manipulating the public views of the allegations.
I think that, you know, one big theme of the series is to go behind the scenes to really understand how brilliant, you could say, Sean Combs is at marketing, at owning his narrative, controlling the narrative at all times. And so why would that stop, you know, when his life is on the line? So I think that, you know, on its face, that's what it is. But as you get deeper in the film, you start to realize, you know, perhaps how some of these tactics, you know, how they really came to present themselves, you know, during the trial.
You show that, his abilities, his early rise. Alexandra, you also give time to victims of the alleged abuse. Some of the cases are in different procedural postures. And you show victims who were women and men. Why is that important?
Because, you know, victims of sexual assault, sexual violence, you know, gender should not be a part of that conversation. When you are a victim, you are a victim. And I think that, you know, the series was a platform in a way for these alleged victims to come forward, give their truth, put context to their situations when so much of it was ripped out, you know, and we just the world was going for the salacious headlines, and they really had the time to tell their story.
Yeah, and the film takes us way behind the PR or propaganda machine. You see Diddy the day he's finding out about new suits against him while he's in New York preparing for a possible criminal arrest. This is another moment from the video that 50 said he won't tell us where he got it. But it's a rare window into his thinking. I can say, just like Nixon didn't think the Watergate tapes would come out against him, it would appear that Diddy did not think he would lose control of this video as he talks about an accuser. Take a look.
I don't know what level of brokenness, disease is going on. God told me to do nothing, so I got to do what God told me to do. And when I went the girl that's in my group that was on my last album. You're on my last album now. All of a sudden, I'm this person. I'm this monster. That, man. Gloves coming off.
Alexandria, what does this show in the story you're telling?
Well, this is a moment where the lawsuits, I would say, take a turn and they become very personal for him. Don Richard is one of the alleged victims who filed a lawsuit, and I think that this is a moment where he was nicked. You know, his armor was nicked, I guess you could say, because I think, you know, Sean Combs is a person who probably feels like, you know, to step to him, especially legally, takes a lot of courage that I don't think he really assumed that a lot of people were going to have, even though the Cassie, you know, lawsuit had already been out. And so I think he was a little off balance, but that quickly turned to anger.
And 50, the project, I've seen all 4 episodes, it doesn't feel like a personality critique. It feels like it goes to the conduct, the alleged abuse, some of it alleged, some of it proven. And so you also show, one person who worked with Diddy, this was a Bad Boy co-founder who had falling out with him, as apparently many people did. And it goes beyond the bravado. Some would say, 50, you have some bravado, and that's okay. Here, it seems that it turns into something more cynical.
Wait, let me say this. When he was talking about how a person was in his video, now they suing him or going against him. Remember Dawn? She was in the girl group. Danity King. That's who I think he's talking about. Dunn. She's also, she was on his show making the band, and then and then he named the group Danity King with the other women. And let me see, do I have the picture here? Let me see for you all, so y'all can see. I think I got a picture of the girl group. Right. Oh, can't believe I didn't have it. I thought I had it. I guess depends on where I look in. Well, if I don't have it, that's okay. Oh, here they are, right here. Here it is. That's the girl group. And this is Dunn. Everybody know who this is. Audrey O'Day. And then this is one of the group members that was also in the documentary. Only one I think was in the documentary is these two. I haven't heard anything from these two here. I don't know why. But beats me.
Sinister and abusive. I want to play Mr. Burrows talking about it and get your view of why this was an important part of the story. Take a look.
He had this thing with strongmen, and he had a thing with wanting to be one, but not positioned to be one streetwise, but positioned to be one industry-wise. And they call that a paper gangster.
No, I'm not paying, nor am I involved in any of that.
And so as he's paper gangstering, he's also trying to street gangster.
What he said, paper gangster and a street, he want to be a paper, he's the paper gangster. That means a man that sits behind a desk pushing papers. I'm allegedly think that's what he's talking about. But he want people to think he's rough and tough and don't F with me. And then the street gangster, you want to be in the street where the streets know you and won't nobody mess with you. Everybody got respect and afraid of you and scared of you and this and that. You look at them hard, you be running and everything. That's the street gangster. Nobody's afraid of, well, he didn't, Puff don't look intimidating. So I guess he wanted, I don't know, be both, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, Kurt Burrows has a lot of insight. And, this documentary is about people being able to tell their truth or tell their version of the story. And the only thing I wish we were able to have Diddy be in the doc. So he could have said some things that, make people understand why people are saying these things about him.
The outreach went to his team and they gave denials, but he didn't want to participate.
Yeah.
What do you think of the psychology, 50? Because in getting to know you, I've learned that you could have been a full-time psychologist and done very well with that. You have a keen eye for people. Fair?
Oh, yeah, I try.
Mr. Burrows makes the argument that Diddy was overcompensating, that he wasn't initially actually a tough guy.
Right.
And then there's the old saying, be careful who you pretend to be, you might become them.
This is true.
Did that happen to him in your view?
I'm not sure if that's what transpired, but because I don't know him to be tough. We haven't even had problems, me and him. Our issue, they'll say we had beef for 20 years, but I have hired both of his sons for different projects that I worked on, both two different television shows, Quincy and Justin. So I don't have that energy towards him, where we'll be trying to hurt each other. All I would, while other people pointed out those situations, that he was dangerous like that, I said, oh, okay. I take it in, but we never got there.
Alexandria, the story also broadens well beyond the recent case. You look at a very controversial incident he was involved in early in his life, where people were badly hurt and killed, lost their life, but it was like a melee, not one-on-one violence. You look at the infamous case in the nightclub with J-Lo, where another artist, Shine, took the rap, not him. Are you trying to tell a story that he's been getting away with things this whole time, or is that up to the viewer to decide?
Absolutely up to the viewer. I think that my job was to show patterns, and my job was to report the facts and things that happened. And I think that it's pretty obvious that there are patterns that follow him, trails, of destruction and devastation that follow. And I think that again, context is everything. And so when you're talking about Sean Combs, when you're talking about these cases, you can't just cherry pick one to make it all make sense. You have to look at the piece as a whole.
Yeah. Now we have to talk about Tupac, which I wasn't committed to, but then I watched the doc. So
Didn't know you were getting that.
you have a lot of people saying stuff in there that makes it sound like maybe he was responsible for that murder, which has never been proven. That's a very serious
But
thing.
you have Pinkie and over in Vegas now, getting ready to go on trial for that case, saying those things.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens with his trial. I think right now it's up for August of 2026. And so,
wait now. You see, I'm writing that date down. Did y'all just hear that? Let me go back. Did y'all just hear that? Did y'all just hear what I just heard? If you heard what I just heard, put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Did you put a emoji or something, an ear or what's up or thumbs up or one in the chat if you just heard, because I had to write that down, what I just heard. Let me get a red pen and circle that date. August. I don't know, but I'm getting ready to play that back. Oh!
Maybe he was responsible for that murder, which has never been proven. That's a very serious
But
thing.
you have Pinkie and over in Vegas now, getting ready to go on trial for that case, saying those things.
yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens with his trial. I think right now it's up for August of 2026. And so,
okay, I just had to make a note of that, guys. Woo! That's gonna bring out some more skeletons, some more worms, a can of worms that gonna pop out. Oh my God. Woo! I can't wait to cover that.
it'll be very interesting. It was fascinating, though, to unearth, different people that are not in the direct line of, when all the Keefe news came out, someone like Kirk Burroughs, you get to understand more of his opinion about what was going down. But I think more than just the actual murders and the tragic deaths of both Tupac and Biggie, I think that for us, it was really important to understand some of the dynamics of those three, Sean Combs, Biggie, and Tupac, and what was really going on behind the scenes. That often gets lifted because everyone just wants to talk about, the murder, and not to really digest why.
But do you think a viewer's left with the impression that he was responsible?
I think that that's really up to the court system and not to me. Or the film. We're just presenting, things that have been reported on, have been said by Keefe D, himself repeatedly, and the LAPD.
Show some love, brother love.
Go on.
No, I'm just saying what Keefe was saying.
What he was saying, yeah. And yeah, you're speaking about a key person who some people would say, oh, that's strong evidence. Other people would say, when you get into years later and people with various agendas, you don't know. You have a juror in here. What did that show us about this case? Because there is a tension within all this. It's no stranger to many people that the justice system fails in all sorts of ways. You show how it failed survivors and Cassie, clearly. At the same time, he beat the case in New York. I remember the day it happened, and I looked at 50's Instagram for Diddy News, as so many Americans do. And in all fairness, 50 said, okay, he beat a big part of the case, right? You said. Many people think that was an unjust outcome, but when talking to the jurors, what did you find? Because the film looks at all of this horror, but then finds that a jury of his peers in New York, ultimately in this era, said the government did not prove the whole RICO case.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really complicated. And I think that to break down what went right and what maybe went left or wrong in that trial is that's a whole other documentary. But I think that, we have two jurors, two very different types of New Yorkers, that were interviewed in the film. And I think that when you talk to them, I mean, it was very clear to me that they stood behind that decision. They stood behind it 1,000%. Because they felt that based on the charges that were presented by the federal government and that that is that they could not prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Sean Combs was guilty of, RICO.
That they overcharged.
That they overcharged. I think that when you get into the, I don't know if our laws or our legal system are the best when it comes to the gray matter of sexual assault.
They had tanks out in front of his house. All right. Like they made a bigger, more extreme approach to the investigation.
So you think the government did basically mishandle what was still strong evidence?
They did overdo it.
They overdid it.
They did great. He beat the case. To me, that what he was charged with, that's a victory. Like that, to end up with 50 months when you had when your life on the line is a victory. But to be the only person that's incarcerated for hiring and transporting male prostitutes is different.
Yeah, life on the line, also a 50 lyric.
Yeah.
It is. When he comes out, and it's not that long from now, he re-enters this world. He's got a stack of civil cases that could bankrupt even the wealthiest people, and you give voice to some of those accusers and individuals. What do you think the future should hold for Diddy? Should he be, sort of re-embraced or not?
I don't know if he. I don't know why he didn't file bankruptcy. Like it would have indicated to the sharks, even if you see blood in the water, there's not that much blood, right? Because the lawyers, they came with so many lawsuits. It's like 80 different civil suits.
Yeah. It's over 100 now.
Yeah, he'll be. That is going to exhaust him. The legal processes will exhaust him.
I think he also underestimated that a lot. I mean, some of, with every celebrity, you do have different claims and some are completely unfounded. But I think that some of these lawsuits, there's receipts and there's footage and there's voice recordings. And I think that for a man, it's also very interesting, for the culture of hip hop, so many artists record themselves and they probably, when they were, recording themselves in 2005, never saw the year 2025 and how accessible that media would be to actually make a case for things. And I think that's a big part of the gumbo of Sean Combs and what he's dealing with.
Thanks to both of you for joining us.
Thank you.
Oh, guys, I needed to hear that. I've been wanting to watch that for a while now because I knew that was there, and I've been wanting to watch that. And so I'm glad to have done that with you all. But right now, let's go ahead, since we don't have much time, we're going to go ahead and get into some of the docs. Okay, let me make sure I don't have this one video. I do want to play that last one, but I'm going to let me get into some of the docs first. Okay, guys? Let me find it and put it over here. And we're going to go ahead and get into them. Okay, this is, we're going to look at this one first. So I'm going to bring it up. Let me see. My glasses help me, or should I just put it over on this side here so I can just enlarge it for myself like this? Yeah, I think that way. This way I don't have to have my glasses on. Okay. Okay. This is the summons, guys. This summons, you all can't see it on yours because I got that part cut off. But this summons was filed November the 23rd of 2023. Okay. And that's what? That's 2 years ago. Okay. This is the Supreme Court of the State of New York, County of New York. Joey Dickerson Neal, Miss Neal. She's the plaintiff versus Sean Combs. He's the defendant. P. Diddy, Bad Boy Entertainment, Bad Boy Records, Combs Enterprise, LLC. And this is a summons to the plaintiff. She's designated in New York County as the place of trial. The basis of the vineyard is location of incidents. The location of the incident was in New York at 10030. Okay. And you all can see it here at the bottom. Let me make sure you all can see that. Yes. Okay. Now, we have you are hereby summoned to answer the complaint in this action and to serve a copy of your answer. Or if the plaintiff is not served with this summons, to serve a notice of appearance of the plaintiff attorneys within 20 days after service of the summons, exclusive of the date of service, or within 30 days after the service is completed, or if the summons is not personally delivered to you within the state of New York. In case of your failure to appear or answer, judgment will be taken against you by the default for the relief demanded in the complaint, dated New York, New York, November 23rd of 2023. And then at the right after that, you can see what the attorneys, attorney at law, Phillips and Associates, attorney at law, PLLC, and then there's a signature. I went on, I think on yours, yeah, because it got address, phone numbers, and all that, fax number. So I just went on, I blocked it out. All right. So this is, and Miss Neal that was in the episode. She was in the first episode, the second episode. I think she was probably in all of them. And the docu-series, Diddy Combs, The Reckoning. She was in it. Let's look at page. This is page 2. Let me get to page 2 on mine, because I don't want to have to put my glasses on. Okay, now this is the same. This is the same court filing, but this is the complaint part. This is the complaint. Miss Neal against Sean Combs, P. Diddy, Bad Boy Industry, Entertainment, and everything. Okay, plaintiff demands a jury by trial, or a trial by jury, should I say? Plaintiff demands a trial by jury. He said, "No, you going down. We got to let everybody hear this. You're not going to get away that easy." Puff Daddy, at the time he was called Puff Daddy. Now, if everybody can see this quite well, put a 1 in the chat if you all can see that. Okay. Now this is, let me just see how many pages this is. I want to be, this is 20, wait now, let me look at it. 22 pages. I was going to say 23. It's 22 pages. And I do have all 22 pages. Plus, I do, one day we want to go back over, I want to go over the Little Rod, because I want to go back. I want to go over his case. I think I went over it once, but I want to go back over his case. And then there's some other, because I got all the different cases. I want to go try to do a case or 2 a week so we can try to get through all those. Okay. Because like they said, it's over what? 80? And then she said up to 100. Oh my gosh. I don't know. It's a lot, allegedly, but it's a lot. It's a lot of cases. Okay. Now, this is the complaint filed by Ms. Neal by and through her attorney, Phillips and Associates, hereby alleged that the defendant, Sean Combs, a.k.a. P. Diddy, Bad Boy Entertainment, Bad Boy Records, Combs Enterprise, LLC, the defendant, alleges upon information and belief as to all other matters as follows. So they got a list of nature of actions. Okay, they got a list of them. There's 1, 2, let's see. Goes on down. Okay. Okay. So this is the first page. Let's see what's in this one. If we can get anything out of this one. If not, then I can bring up the some more. Okay. So let me just see. Plaintiff brings suit against the defendant, which is Diddy, to redress this substantial and lifetime injuries she has suffered as a result of being drugged, sex, or I'll just say SA'd and abused and being the victim of RP that Sean Combs or P. Diddy created and distributed. Y'all remember the in the video how she mentioned that she woke up. She was helping him clean up after a party. Okay. At his home. The home because he was staying with the manager, not the manager. He was staying at the home Andre Harrell's home. I think that's the home, but he was allegedly staying there at the home, and he was out of town. And while he was out of town, she was at that party and helping them to clean up after the party was over because she said people was muddy feet, people walking in with muddy feet and all this here stuff. If you haven't seen the video, y'all, not the video, the documentary, you all need to go see it. Try to see it, okay? If not, just keep coming back to my channel because you know I'm going to bring the docs. I'm not just sit here and just talk to you. I'm not just going to sit here and talk. I'm going to bring docs. I'm going to bring videos. I'm going to bring everything. Y'all know I try to get my hands on a little bit of everything. But anyway, and then after that, he's supposed to be taking her home or something. And I can't remember how, but she ends up being, I guess, as a result of being drugged, SA'd, and abused. Okay? And then after that, because she mentioned that she still had on the same clothes. She is, but anyway, and then a video was always shown to people, and then when somebody that knew her would come back and let her know. There's a video that Sean showed him, or there's a video that's going around with you that Sean is doing things to you. You know, or with you or whatever. But anyway, 2, the plaintiff complains to the New York common law, New York, I don't know what that is. New York, what is it? SOC service law 483 BB. I don't know what that is. Whatever. So I'm going to skip over that part, guys. Okay. New York Service for Victims of Human Trafficking Law. Oh, that's probably what that means. Okay. Well, I don't know nothing about these statutes. Okay, so we're going to human trafficking law, and let me see. Civil rights law, New York State civil rights law, the New York State RP law, I guess pertaining to this lawsuit of what happened to her. And then the New York City gender motivational violence protection law. Let me tell you something after this, guys. And seeking damages to redress the injuries she suffered as a result of being SA, abused, and a victim of RP. Okay, let me say something right quick. Let me see, do I have it in here? I know I'm going to have to put my glasses on if I decide to. Because since we're talking about the that statue, because hers fall in line with the statute. Let me see, do I have it already up? Okay, let me see. Okay, give me 1 second because I'm trying to pull up something on that. When somebody is past the duration or the time that they can file a lawsuit against the person that SA'd them allegedly, there's I have it but I got to find it. Let me just try to find it for you. Here it is. I'm gonna have to scoot over so I can see it. I'll come closer. Writing is so small. I'm looking for it, guys. Oh, Lord. Okay. Let me try the next one. It's in one of my files. I just got to look for it. Here it is. Okay. These are just, okay, here's the law. The New York, I'm gonna right here in the middle of it. Where's number 2? You see number 2? What up in number 2? So a little better for you. The New York Adult Survivors Act. Let me just make a copy of it. I think everybody would love to see a copy of this. Let me just put it up. Get a copy of it. I'm put it up on the screen so you all can see it right quick. Give me a second, because I don't have it even on a slide yet. I'm trying to make a slide for it right quick. Give me a second. Go ahead and I got to make a slide. And I got to save the slide so I can bring it in. Okay. What's the date? Okay. It's called the ASA. Okay. 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 Let me bring that in right quick. I just dropped it so I can bring it in so you all can see. Because all that jumble down there at the bottom, talking about those different, here it is, right here. I'm going to switch it out. Okay, right here, guys. Y'all see that? It says the New York Adult Survivors Act, ASA, is the state legislation that provides a temporary opportunity for survivors of SA or SEX offenses to file civil lawsuits that were previously prevented by the statute of limitation. Because after a certain time period, then you had passed that limitation, statute of limitation. So then they wasn't able to do something. But by the time a person start feeling where they can talk about it, because a lot of people, I would say, people are traumatized about what happened. I would say almost everybody's traumatized. Okay, and some can handle a lot better than others, and some just, so they need that time to heal. So by having this law, it gives them that time. Otherwise, they would their limitations would have been up. But here's a summary of that key feature of the ASA, and that ASA is the Adult Survivors Act. The purpose of it is to allow temporary amend New York statute of limitations to allow alleged victims of SEX offenses who were 18 or older at the time of the abuse to file a civil claim. It was designed to give survivors who needed time to process their trauma a chance to pursue justice. And I think that is so great. So great. But listen at this part. I want y'all to listen to this part. The look back window. The ASA created a 1-year look back window during which lawsuits could be filed regardless of how long the abuse occurred. Duration. This window was open from November the 24th of 2022 to November the 24th to 2023. That is a short window. You know what I mean? That is a short window, but something is better than nothing. But that is such a short window. They need to extend that window, open that back up and extend it if they can. Now, who could be sued? The ASA allows claims to be filed against both the individual perpetrator and any institution like employers, hospitals, or schools that may have enabled, ignored, or covered up the abuse. And we know time and time again places that have covered up. We know a lot of places. I'm not saying they allegedly, but we know a lot of places that have covered up, and I'm not naming no names. Impact. Okay, this was modeled after the New York Child Victims Act. The ASA resulted in over 3,000 lawsuits being filed, many against high-profile individuals and institutions. The lawsuit filed by Ms. Neal against Sean Diddy. I was going to say, oh Lord, Sean Diddy or shit. Sean Combs was brought during this 1 year look back window. Oh my God. Oh Lord, I was calling him the wrong thing. Oh my God. Okay. I wanted you all to see that for this part here. Let me just look. Okay, we still got time. Okay. So I'm going to bring out the most important parts of this. So I'm going to move on to page 3. Yeah, this is page 3. You all don't have a copy of page 3, but I think page 3 is a good page because this gives you the preliminary statement, and you all don't have it. But I'm going to be working on it to give you all that because I think it would be worthwhile to have. Don't y'all think so too? It won't take me but a minute to put it on the slide and get it out to you. Page 3. Now, it's cut off a little, and only thing just cut off from that is only 2 lines. So those little 2 lines, I ain't going to try to fit them on there because if I try, then that takes more time. So I'm going to just go ahead and give it to y'all. Okay? Just give me 1 second to put it up because I think y'all need to see this part. And this is page 3. Now, wait, now, you know what? Instead of doing it that way, let me just go ahead and put page 3 up here since I got it up. I do want to at least save again. Since I do have it, I'll at least go ahead and put it up. But I'm going to just drop the whole thing down and let y'all see it. I didn't want to do that because I don't know whether addresses or anything is on there right now. That's why I didn't want to drop the whole thing down at one time. Because it could be addresses, it could be everything on there. And I don't know yet. So you can see I didn't have time to put my logo on it at all. Okay, this is page 3. This is Miss Neal was a college student. Joy Dickinson Neal was a college student at Syracuse University. Now, I have, oh my God. I mentioned this. I mentioned this here when I was talking about. Hi, Terry Matthews. How you doing? Thank you for coming in. Oh my God, I mentioned this. Your notifications are horrible. They got nothing to do with me. That's YouTube. Terry, that's YouTube. I'm telling you, that's YouTube. Because I'm serious. That's YouTube. Say, Pinkie, YouTube is not sending me your notifications. Because I wish I could have a part in that. But I don't. I don't. But I will be going live tomorrow for a little bit. Now, Melanie is going live tomorrow. Let me just say this, guys. Let me just say this. Let me just drop this down just for a second. Give me a second. Mel will be going live tomorrow, Saturday at 1 p.m. It's going to be let me bring it up for y'all. It's going to be let me bring it up right quick. Where is it? Right here. Okay, let me bring that. You said you came in because it made me stop and think when you said my notifications are horrible. Okay. Here it is, guys. I'm gonna let you all watch this. Okay. Now, I dropped this last night before I went to bed last night. Melanie got a live tomorrow at 1 p.m. It is one of her biggest mega lives that she's going to have Saturday at 1. Y'all make sure you be there. I'm going to be there, and I'm going to be having fun. Y'all can see it. Cash giveaways there every 15 minutes. So, guys, you remember last time she said, who got money? She got money. Money. Yeah. So I'm going to be there. So that's tomorrow at 1 p.m. Saturday. So be there or be square. Or I can say, they not like us. Okay. I know this is why you haven't seen me. What? Try to come on. Look for me. I don't know. Tell you what. Go to. Have you subscribed to my other channel, Pink Global, too? Because sometimes I go live on both of them at the same time. Subscribe to the Pink Global as well. Because sometimes I go live from both of them at the exact same time. This one here. Right there. You look cute. Thank you. In your blue. Thank you. Sweet Tea said the same thing. Thank you. Go ahead and subscribe to my other channel too. Because a lot of times I use that one too at the same time. I put the lives on both of them at the exact same time. But I just been trying to use this one just for this week. I don't know. But check throughout the day and just say, is Pinkie going live? Pinkie going live today? Pinkie going live today? Because if I do go live tomorrow, it's going to be before 1 o'clock because Melanie go live at 1. So if I go live, it's going to be before 1 o'clock. So if I go live, it's going to be like 10 o'clock, 10:30. And y'all know I don't get up that early, but I will get up early. So I won't miss Melanie's live. So that means I have to get up early because y'all know I sleep to 12:30 sometime, 1 o'clock. 11 o'clock, 11:30. Y'all know I wake up really, really late. I sleep late. I sleep in. But I'm going to try to, I need to wake up early tomorrow anyway, because I got the, and then after Melanie's live, no, I'm going to wake up early so I can do part 3 of this, part 3 of 50 Cent's, his documentary that he dropped on Sean Diddy Combs. We're going to do part 3 of this here. Okay, that's what we're going to do. But Melanie got her live tomorrow at 1 p.m., guys. So make sure you be there or be square. He said, okay. I may be asleep, tired from the week. Okay, you may be asleep. I'm gonna have my husband wake me up early. Yes, I am. I'm gonna have him to wake me up early. For him. Okay. What was I showing you all? Let me bring that back up before my time runs out. Okay. This is the one we was working on. Okay. Let me just see. On January the 3rd, 1991, while on school break from the holidays. Did we get down to that part? How did we make it down to that part? Because we stopped there where she was in Syracuse University. Okay. And okay. I thought of Little Rod's lawsuit then. Okay, she was at the school pursuing psychology and feels with hopes of being a bright future for her. But then comes Sean Diddy Combs. And she comes, it said that she comes from a good family with means. She was raised by a single mom who instilled her in high morals and ethical standards and had a strong sense of civic duty. She was a whip smart, beautiful, and aware that her good reputation was an important access to being safeguarded. Now, she was smart, beautiful, and she was brought up with morals, high morals, and she was trying to protect her reputation, like all girls. They don't want to be known in high school as a girl that, But anyway, she her mother instilled all that into her, and she was trying to safeguard that. And then comes along Sean Diddy Combs, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, whatever you want to call it. On January the 3rd, 1981, while on school break for the holidays, Dickinson reluctantly agreed to an early dinner with Sean Combs or P. Diddy. They had many friends and acquaintances in common, and she had appeared with Combs in a few clips of a movie video. I remember her talking about that movie video during the documentary. And they even showed one of those little small movie videos. Oh, let me do something. Put myself over to the side. Okay. After dinner at the famous Wells restaurant in Harlem, home of chicken and waffles since 1938, Combs pushed Miss Wells to keep him company as he attended to a few things in the city. Why would you need somebody to go figure? Okay. Getting into Combs' car that day was something that Miss Dickinson would come to regret forever. During their date, Combs had intentionally drugged Miss Dickinson, resulting in her being in a physical state where she could not independently walk, stand, driving first to a music studio where she could not get out of the car. Combs proceeded to a place he was staying to S.A. Oh my Lord. As was his practice, but unknown to her, which is Miss Dickerson. Combs recorded the SA. Let me finish this, then we'll talk about it. As was his practice, but it was unknown to her that he recorded the SA. Days later, a male friend, days later, that means he had to go right after that and go showing it to everybody. Days later, a male friend revealed to her that he had viewed the SEX tape along with other men. She was horrified, as how many others saw it, to which he responded, everyone. Oh my Lord, everyone. Y'all hear that? Everyone. So that means everybody that was he was, or wherever he was showing this, they all saw it. And that's like being SA all over again. Body shaming, being SA, everybody watching you being attacked. You don't know what they probably thought. Was they into it? Was they woo-hooing or getting upset? I doubt if they would get upset around him. Because, oh my God. Guys. Whew. That is disturbing. Miss Neal's life went into a tailspin. She returned to college, but soon had to be admitted to the hospital for several depression and suicide. Invitations. Unable to function, she dropped out of college. Miss Dickerson has struggled with her mental health and career thereafter. The SA and public exposure of it caused her to suffer overwhelming feeling of humiliation, embarrassment, violation, and constant apprehension about who all viewed it. As Combs' success and wealth rose quickly, she tried to block his existence out as she tried to put her life back on track. Still today, Ms. Dickerson continues to work on her emotional health, economic recovery, and finish her college degree, seeking accountability from Combs under the law is one more step in that journey. She is still, after 2023, all this time, she is still trying to finish college. Guys. So I see where we left off at. This is page 4. We're going to pick back up on page 4. Let me put it down here so I won't forget. Page 4. Start. Okay, guys. I'll pick back up with this one very early, so we won't forget it. And then we'll get off into some other stuff. But I do want to cover this one here. Cordell Smith, I do want to cover his. I know I think I talked about his. Yeah, I did cover his a long time ago. But I want to talk about him, and then I want to do one other person. Let me show you him. Okay? That's what I want to do, guys. I want to cover those two tomorrow. I really do. But, guys, we're getting ready to go. And thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
If you ain't having fun, I guess I'll try this, try that, might